Makhachev submits the greatest finisher in UFC history, the belt en route to Dagestan.
I respect him. He's a great champion, but I am different level. When I step inside the cage, everybody understands.
Hello, dear fight fans. In today's video, we will dive into the world of MMA, where Islam Makhachev's ambition to pursue the welterweight title and his preference for a fight against Colby Covington have ignited significant excitement and debate.
Very good fight, you know. It's gonna be US wrestling versus Dagestan wrestling.
But before we can discuss potential future matchups, Makhachev faces a formidable obstacle in the form of a rematch with Charles Oliveira. Overconfidence could prove detrimental in this fight. Furthermore, Makhachev should have kept Khabib's absence in mind as he prepares for this crucial bout, and fans eagerly anticipate the outcome of Makhachev's upcoming fight with Charles Oliveira. The prospect of a future showdown with Covington just adds an intriguing layer to the ever-evolving world of mixed martial arts. So stay tuned as we explore these captivating storylines. Now, as you already know, Islam Makhachev has been steadily climbing the ranks in the lightweight division, earning recognition as one of the most promising fighters in the UFC. His confidence and determination are evident as he looks beyond the lightweight title, expressing his desire to compete for the welterweight championship. In a recent interview, rising MMA star Islam Makhachev has set his sights on the welterweight division, specifically targeting a title shot after his upcoming fight against Charles Oliveira. Now, this move has sparked intrigue and discussion within the MMA community as Makhachev outlines his preference for a fight against Colby Covington over Leon Edwards. Makhachev's aspiration to capture a second UFC title draws parallels to Alexander Volkanovski's successful move up to lightweight. However, some argue that these situations are not entirely the same, as Makhachev's lightweight title reign is relatively young compared to Volkanovski's lengthy featherweight tenure with multiple title defenses. Additionally, Makhachev already has a credible contender in Justin Gaethje, making his transition to welterweight less urgent than Volkanovski's lightweight move. Now, should Colby Covington emerge victorious against Leon Edwards, the prospect of a Makhachev versus Covington matchup becomes increasingly enticing. With the potential to draw significant pay-per-view numbers, this fight could be a marquee event in the UFC calendar, offering fans an exciting clash of styles. Now, Makhachev's preference for Colby Covington as his welterweight opponent stems from several factors. He highlights Covington's vocal interest in a matchup, suggesting that this bout has the potential to capture the imagination of fans and generate some considerable interest. Makhachev is also intrigued by Covington's American wrestling pedigree, which does present a unique challenge for the Dagestani fighter.
They know that, American wrestling is the best. That Sambo shit don't work. He would get worked like any day of the week in grappling or wrestling in America. He's over there, playing with sheep, doing his thing over there, but that stuff doesn't work, These are little kids, these are little boys, and none of them wrestled anyway. So now you got a real fucking American wrestler, raw American steel, the highest regard. He knows what would happen. He could keep saying that he wants to fight, but I think when pen comes to paper, his manager's gonna hide him from me.
Now, while the idea of Makhachev versus Covington is thrilling, it also raises some concerns about the potential impact on two divisions. Belal Muhammad and Justin Gaethje are viable contenders waiting for their respective title shots, and Makhachev's move could significantly delay their opportunities. So, this raises questions about the fairness of such a decision and whether it could lead to interim titles in either division. As fans eagerly await the outcome of Makhachev's next fight against Charles Oliveira, the possibility of a future showdown with Covington adds a layer of intrigue to the ever-evolving world of mixed martial arts. But the Dagestani must first defeat Oliveira. Now, of course, experts and fighters alike are confident that Makhachev will have no trouble defeating Charles Oliveira in their upcoming rematch.
Because of a lot of things. Amateur career, professional career, UFC career, all win streak, about his age, about how he's hungry,
everything come together, you know. Islam on different level right now.
Believe it's going to be Islam. Islam, again, he's all about breaking down positions, mechanically breaking you down. Keys and principles, being in the right position while you're building up, taking away the things that you're trying to do to build yourself up, just constantly being a step ahead. That's why it's going to be hard to just throw submissions to guys like these, because they are always trying to systematically break you down, get you out of position. As soon as you try and get to a certain position, he's stopping that. You know, he's breaking you down, he's grabbing the post. You know, you're trying to turn this way, he's going to pull you back the other way. Little things like this, constantly being ahead of the game.
However, it is essential to remember that Oliveira has a lot less to lose, having already lost to Makhachev. He won't be expected to achieve a miraculous victory, which could mean less pressure on him. Oliveira is also likely to learn from his previous defeat and make some necessary adjustments. Makhachev must not underestimate his opponent and stay focused on the task at hand. Overconfidence could prove detrimental in this fight. So as he prepares for this high-stakes rematch, Makhachev should keep Khabib's absence in mind. It is no secret that having Khabib in his corner has always been crucial for Makhachev, a fact that Makhachev himself acknowledged after his fight with Alexander Volkanovski. Many believe that Khabib's absence in the corner played a role in Makhachev's performance. But this time, Khabib is planning to be in close proximity to the octagon, not though in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov's presence at UFC 294 adds a layer of complexity to Islam Makhachev's upcoming bout with Charles Oliveira. While Khabib will not be in his corner, his close proximity could impact Makhachev's performance. Makhachev must still rise to the occasion, handle the added pressure, and not let Khabib's absence affect his focus and determination in the rematch with Oliveira. Makhachev will definitely be put under pressure, not only by the presence of Nurmagomedov as a spectator, but also by the constant parallels with Khabib. Every step Makhachev makes is in one way or another compared to what Khabib had previously done. Now this is also not easy because comparisons are often not in the favor of Islam. For example, many people noted that Khabib did not allow himself to be beaten into the ground and pound like Volkanovski did with Makhachev at the end of the 5th round. So this year in the UFC can already be called, though, a year of upsets. You have Alexa Grasso, Sean O'Malley, Sean Strickland, Leon Edwards, Alexander Patosha. Just a few people believed in these guys, and they all hold championship belts today. So it is unlikely that Khabib wants to see another big surprise and watch his friend get his belt taken away. This has already happened once. Back in 2015, Nurmagomedov was pretty upset to see Adriana Martins knock out Makhachev. So it is important that history does not repeat itself. But the irony is that Khabib can influence this in a negative way. So that is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us, and thank you all in advance.